Thanks, Gabe, and it's great to be back for week 2 of the Grand Circuit. And I couldn't think of a better person to start off the week 2 interviews than my friend and boss in my real life, Jason Settlemoir.
Well, Nick, it's always a pleasure to be here in Lexington, the Bluegrass State. We've got beautiful weather to go along with it here this afternoon.
We've been really lucky with the weather so far. We just need 3 more good days. Jason, besides being in charge of the Meadowlands, Tioga, and Vernon, you like to keep a couple of horses. You've had some success this year with an Ohio Payson colt. Yep. And last night at the sale, you picked up a new one.
Yeah, we picked up a hip number 174, an Art Major colt out of the Southwind Joanne mare, is named Southwind Jerry. So very excited about him. And you know, I've had some luck in New York this year too with the pacing filly Hurricane Shorty. She's an Art Major. Kevin McDermott has her. She'll be in the final hopefully next Saturday night.
Yeah, it's been a good year for the Settlemoir stable. Jason, we're just about a month away from reopening at the Meadowlands. They get underway on November 4th, Breeders' Cup Day. And fill us in on the details.
Yeah, so we'll start back with harness racing on Saturday, November the 4th. It's Breeders' Cup weekend there, Friday and Saturday. But when we open back up for harness on November the 4th, we'll have the Rich Kindergarten finals there at the Meadowlands. So we're excited about that. And then a few weeks later, November 25th, we've got the TVG finals and also the Final Four there for the freshmen.
And of course, the Meadowlands is the meet that all the horse players look to. You also are instituting an interesting new bet. That's going to be, in some cases, the length of the card. I believe there's 10 races involved.
Yeah, it's a survivor pick called the Pick 10 Survivor Wager. You know, we've been in the process of working on this. It was actually the brainchild of Eric Cherry. Eric came to Jeff and I, and we've been working on this for the last couple of years. So we're excited about it, and we're guaranteeing the pool at $10,000. So I think that we've got a lot of positive feedback about it so far.
Can you tell us a little bit about how it works?
Well, you're going to have to pick the winner of the 10 races there, and it'll be essentially the last person standing, with the exception, if there's 3 people, say they go through the first 6 races, and there's only 3 people left after the 6th race, then those 3 people would split the pot. But, you know, the ultimate goal is to get down to just 1.
And the entire pool gets paid out every night?
Yes, with a low 15% takeout.
Well, that sounds really interesting, because the racetrack's not holding on to your money, you're betting it, and we're giving it right back to you.
We're giving it right back.
That's our policy at the Meadowlands. We like to do whatever we can to keep some money in the horse players' hands. What about today? Have you looked at the card?
I really haven't looked at the card all that much. You know, I know there's 9 great races here. You know, the one horse that was impressive to me is back in race 8 in the Trixton there, the International Stallion Stake. For the 2-year-old Colton Gelding Trotters, the Fashion Woodchopper. When I seen him at the Meadowlands back on September the 15th, when he run off there and win by 2.5 and 56-1, I thought he was very, very special at that point. And then last week, I was surprised that he actually got off at a little bit over 4-1 and jogged there. Well, he didn't jog, but he won by a head there in 53-1. I thought that was a great price on him. You know, I think this son by Donato Hanover, I think that we haven't seen the best out of him yet, and Jimmy Campbell does an excellent job at conditioning his horses.
Yeah, he was in the toughest division last week, and he's really come to his own here. So that's a look at what's going on at the Meadowlands this fall. Jason, we're in line for a fancy dinner tonight. I think the boss and his wife and Monica Bencal sold the sale topper last night.
Yeah, that was absolutely fantastic. I know that she'd bring quite a bit of money, but to bring $480,000 last night, Muscle Hill out of the Cena mare, obviously born and raised at Alaraj Farms, and it was neat to see both Paula and Monica with the smiles, and you know, it was fantastic. $480,000.
They were happy, pretty couple girls. All right, we're just at post time for the first race. Good luck on the card. Gabe, let's get underway.